Pisces. What is coming through is you might be feeling at this time a sense of urge to take action, to do stuff, a lot of energy within you, like you're full of, it's like you're going to implode, explode somehow. And that might bring a sort of lack of focus. It's like this impulse of going outside, doing things, which is not bad, but there's a sense of always needing to moderate, to come back to sort of balance, because this urge can become tension, and then communication can become a little bit impatient. So we need to always make sure during the day that we have this moment, as much as we can, to come back inside, to come back into a state of calmness and serenity, and truly feeling that all of the kind of the meat energy, the doing, the masculine can come back to the receiving, can come back to this receiving openness, the feminine. That seems really crucial at this time to really navigate through this very emotional time, which is Scorpio. We're getting into this new moon in Scorpio, so it's going to be the moon and the sun in Scorpio. You know, we are in Scorpio season, so this can bring up power plays, can bring up issues of control, and that needs to be looked at within yourself. How are you having a hard time letting go of habits, of patterns? Scorpio is a time where we can use the Pluto energy, which is transformation, profound transformation from the inside. Now, in your oracle cards here that I have a spread, and we'll get into your tarot. There's an emphasis on prosperity really coming through, and we've seen that in the last readings, but you have here blossoming abundance here, as well as material harvest that came with the base chakra, which is a sense of safety, security, feeling like you are where you're supposed to be in the earth, that you're safe. You have prosperity, and underneath we had willpower. So it seems at this time that this power, this surge of energy, can be welcome in the manifestation, the creation of this new world that she's holding in her hand here. You have the world that came through as well. This is like this new cycle starting. We have the sacred fool, new beginnings that came through in the pre-shuffling as well. So it's like a whole new world is at your door, and this can be, you know, having to do with international traveling, or just traveling by itself. It could be also someone traveling to you. We did see the broken heart that came through with it. By the way, number 9 could be significant for some of you here. It seems that all the heartbreaks, all the emotional baggage, you know, the 3 of Swords energy, the pain, the suffering is coming to an end. Not that you won't have it anymore in your life, but it's no longer going to be that burdensome, that painful, that heavy. There is sort of really rising here, up as well here, because you have learned your boundaries when it comes to love. And this doesn't mean that you have closed yourself off. It just means that you have learned, you have become more aware. The awareness is the key word here. You have become aware of your own presence, which is enabling you to not overgive. You're becoming aware of when you are overreaching. You know, this balance. We have justice coming in here with this big fat moon behind, and manifestation. So a lot of you, new moon in Scorpio coming up next week. will, it will be very beneficial to get into a ritual, to get into, just visualizing within yourself what would be actually the world that I truly want to exist in. Because at this time you can't create it. It's by pure will, pure strength. You have Angel of Strength here, that came with all tied up. So from that feeling all tied up, being in your head, 8 of Sword energy, this woman has harnessed the lion, has harnessed its power. And this is the feminine energy we're talking about, receiving, but it's the power of that, the power of being fully present in you. And whatever happens around you, because we have hostilities here, it doesn't affect you the same way, whether it's in love or, whatever, your business or your work, co-workers, other people around you, community, family. It's not affecting you in the same way that it used to. You have woman holding a coin. This is definitely you, Pisces, in your coins, really building up the rest of your life within your own truth. You are building the world that you truly desire, that is a reflection of you, truly who you are, and no one else. And then it might be that there's someone in the picture or other people that will resonate and will actually build that with you, because I see also this big sense of caring connection here, which doesn't come without drama, Pisces. And I feel that this is another person. We see envy here, so this could be in the situation of this loved one, particular person that is dealing with something like that, that is maybe also wanting to travel to see you, but there's a sense of how hard it's been for you, for the other person. Someone here has harnessed a power that cannot be defeated. It's like the truth is too powerful to not be seen. So this is what is carrying you forward, Pisces. Carrying your life completely forward. Now you have communication with this, a lot of pink here, and 22, master number. So this calls to relationship, I would say, here, and the adaptability card. Knowing how to adapt to the circumstance, how to communicate, is really crucial. I was talking in the beginning of the channeling about how, maybe your tone of voice might be a little bit aggressive at this time because you have so much energy compared to others, or, there's this sense of always needing to come back to center, to this total relaxational point, if that's a word, where there's no wanting or doing, or where it's just what it is. Because from that point, that serenity, this calmness, you can actually be better when it comes to connections, communications, and your life in general, the decisions that you need to make, because you have choose wisely here with patience. There's definitely a need, this grain that you're planting, the seed, is going to be growing into material harvest. That's what we've seen here. But there's a need for patience, and I feel that right now you're like ready to jump out of your seat. I want it to be happening now. When Sagittarius comes in a few weeks after Scorpio season, there is going to be this fire energy that is going to be more clear, more direct when it comes to the choices that we need to make. And that will be also in 2 weeks, end of November. We have the lunar eclipse and then the solar eclipse beginning of December. So this is all going to bring this whole new cycle, definitely this whole new chapter closing and then another one opening. So know that right now we need to stay calm, we need to go profoundly. Number 9, by the way, is the Hermit. So again, still this emphasis on going deeper, this time to transform, so that you can be ready from the inside out when Sagittarius come, when you are going to be in movement, and you won't have so much time to do the healing, the work, the emotional work, the profound work. So now is the time to do that, so that then you can actually move forward really quickly. Now we do have spiritual union here. So, this could be a twin flame energy, a soulmate, someone really important in your life. We saw the broken heart before. I feel that all of that is coming to an end, and there's going to be, because you're able to now be lighter. We have this humor card. Find the play, find the lightness in your life, not so heavy. Pisces, you can overthink, you can become really dramatic sometimes. The emotions get really heavy when it comes to Scorpio too. So between your energy, and now the sign of Scorpio, there could be a sense of drowning a little bit and being a little negative. We need to not fall into that, because whatever you focus on is what you're going to be manifesting. So just remember that. We do have miracle here and knowing. So there's a definite knowing, revelations happening. But again, even if you know, don't be so quick at snapping at people. I know this, I know that, with a particular person or other people. It's important to stay calm right now. It's being really felt at this time. Now, again, we have this number 9, so 3 9s today. Solitude, Hermit card. It came in the other reading, I think. So, focusing on opening your crown chakra, on changing your point of view, and that's by letting go of you, because the you is a limitation of what you think mentally. It's a construction of everything you've experienced in the past. But if you disappear, then what's left? Infinity, new beginning, magic. And you did get trust in the magic. The white raven spirit with rabbit spirit now is a lucky time. So definitely, Pisces, the wheel is turning for you. I won't be surprised to see the wheel in tarot. We'll see what happens. But this is really important. And the white, raven is very spiritual also. We just had this awareness card that came through. By the way, we're getting into the 31st of October, Halloween, which we talked about is, it's a highly spiritual time as we're closing off this October month and going into November. Use this time to really rise. Whatever is happening around you, find the time to come back in your body. And for that, to feel anything and feel your body, there needs to be a minimum level of relaxation, because when you're completely tensed, you can't feel. It's like when you're out of you, when you're focused on someone else, you can't feel because you're already out of yourself. So this relaxation, this receiving mode is really important here. Now also this weekend you might be clearing out the clutter, and that's really good. It's Scorpio too. It's making sure that everything is, it's like naturally you might feel, I need to clean this, I don't need those clothes, I don't need that, maybe I don't need those thoughts anymore, I don't need those behaviors, the patterns, those people. There's a lot. And this also talks about, the mind. How can I no longer stay in the repetitive patterns of my daily life, of my daily way of being? Now is the time to transform, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And here the squirrel spirit says, believe in yourself. And the squirrel has to do a lot with scatteredness. I was talking about in the beginning channeling the need to focus, because there's a sense of a little bit being like the squirrel, here, and here. That's why, again, we need to come back in silence, in nothing, and really there's no word for it. It's just a stillness within. And you can do so by anything that relaxes you, you know for yourself. It can be music, it can be just laying down, move a bit. Sometimes we're so much in action that we don't even feel that our body is tired. This is really important. That could be the nervousness that is keeping you up. Pisces is the nervous system of Pisces, I've mentioned that before, is very, very sensitive. So we get that's why we can snap out sometimes. And so now it's really important to clear out this. You also have the pig spirit, to use your mind wisely. And here again, this collaboration, alliances coming through with the ant spirit, time to collaborate. So I feel that you're laying a solid foundation here with the beaver spirit, with other people, and need to always tame the ego, yeah? The ego, even if you feel you know, with the owl here, conocimiento here, there's a sense of needing to always, like porcupine spirit here, have a time for a big inner mind. Which means, yeah, life is a mystery. I really don't know anything. I don't know anything. And actually, guys, I have number 9 again here, brown bear spirit, take time out. It's only in this time out that you can fully realize the activity around you and be clear and efficient. It is not the time wasted when you take that time, right? So let me see. And here you did get the word wants to be written. By the way, number 6 is coming as well. The word wants to be written. Whatever feels that wants to come out of you, let it. Don't think about it. Before you think, do it. Write it. Sing it. All of that. Or whatever it is, before you think. Try that, like a game, they're talking about humor. Meditation is not something so serious. It's really a moment that is so, there's no word to explain. Again, it's once you taste the fullness of nothing within you, you will always want to come back to that, and you will want to practice being in that state as you're doing your task, or as you're moving. Meditation is also while you're moving. There's no separation, right? We're trying to really go beyond that separation, go beyond ourselves, transcend ourselves. This is Scorpio. If your mind, it's very subtle. Sometimes you don't hear it, you're not aware that your mind is blocking you. But that's when, if you are in more silence, you can catch it and you can go beyond it in the moment. Because your mind, whatever it is, your body has habits. Bad habits is used to certain things, and often the negative stuff is harder to let go of, because it's just often easier. That's why I said easier before, because truly to change, there's an effort, a minimum, there's a switch, a flip second point where we need to do the opposite of what we used to do or what we thought. We need to, it's like when you don't want to wake up in the morning, there's a sense of, no, I'm good here. It's easier to stay there. But if you do that step, you can maybe be able to wake up and be there with the sunrise and feel alive and have an experience that is transcendental, that is different in that moment, in that day. And that's when the magic starts, when you're doing things a little bit different than what you used to do before. Yeah?